Hey, good day. Welcome back to Watch Professor channel, and today we are here at the Bulgari Hong Kong flagship store. They've just opened this in June 2023, so you are here for a treat. Now, the store is beautiful and we're going to show you what's inside. This year, they are doing something very interesting, which is the celebration of the 10th anniversary of the Octo Finnissimo. More than just Octo Finnissimo, we are going to talk about material and other collections as well. Come take a look, come on. When we talk about Bulgari watches, we always think about Octo Finnissimo. Why? Very simple, because there were 8 pieces in this collection that has written world record at some time or another. This piece in 2014 is the Octo Finnissimo tourbillon manual. This is next. In 2016 is the minute repeater, followed by the automatic in 2017. 1 year later, 2018, we have the automatic tourbillon. GMT chronograph, we have the automatic tourbillon, we have the perpetual calendar, and finally, the Ultra that was released just a couple of years ago at 1.8 millimeter. This watch is simply jaw-dropping. I'm going to go deeper into it. First is this 2014 released Flying Tourbillon. This is a piece that is a manual wind. It's amazing. The watch is in titanium, sandblasted titanium. If you can just take a look at how thick, it's 1.95 millimeter. This was introduced, really was shocking to the industry. If you could have it in your hand, you should definitely look at this watch. The case back, the movement, simply beautiful, beautifully finished. Not just it's thin, but it's also very well done. Next, we have the minute repeater. Now, the dial has some slots into it because it allows the sound to come through from the movement into the dial and through the dial onto the sapphire, that you can hear the sound very, very well. The watch is very, very different from the usual minute repeater because not only is it thin at 3.12, but it doesn't use a slider. It uses a pusher. I'm going to try and see if I can activate this. I love this piece. Again, in titanium, also sandblasted finish. You can see there are sometimes the shade of it, it's slightly different. Sometimes it's because of the lighting, and also different year manufacturing makes a little bit of a slight difference. Here we have the Octo Finnissimo automatic. Now, this watch came out in 2017. The watch is a 2.23 millimeter thickness. Of course, the first 2 watches, it was a tourbillon and a minute repeater. I mean, these are quite high value. For someone who really enjoy the Octo Finnissimo shape and design, but who wants it to be a little bit more affordable, this is the piece to go to. A micro rotor display case back. The watch is very, very well made. After that, we have the Octo Finnissimo tourbillon automatic that came out in 2018. Slightly different because I could tell you, look at the case back. It shows you the tourbillon constructions from the back. The watch is 1.95 millimeter in thickness. The first watch was a manual wind. This is an automatic, and with an automatic, being so thin, it's also one of the most amazing pieces that Bulgari has brought us. Next, we have the chronograph GMT that came out in 2019. I still remember when this watch first came out because it combined 2 very useful complications into one watch. Chronograph, I use it almost every day, and GMT, perfect for those who travels a lot, just like me. So watch, again, still in titanium, sandblasted movement. The watch is at 3.3 millimeter thickness. The movement is the Bulgari BVL318. Definitely a collector's piece. You can see the peripheral rotor. It gives you the comfort of wearing an automatic watch, but doesn't block the movement. Next, we have the Octo Finnissimo tourbillon chronograph skeleton. Wow, this watch is quite a combination of all the things that they have been producing. So you can see as the time move on, it's accumulating all the experience that they have. Skeletonization is an art form in high-end watchmaking. And this watch, again, using that peripheral rotor, you will have the automatic comfort of an automatic watch without obstructing the view of the movement. The watch is a chronograph and a tourbillon. This is something also very, very attractive for those who are interested in complication watches. Next, we have the perpetual calendar. Now, this is also one of my favorite. If I have to pick one, I would love to have the Ultra, but I think the perpetual calendar is going to be my pick. It has all the information, a lot of these very interesting feature on it, one of which is the retrograde display. The retrograde display really is synonymous with Giorgiante design. So if I have to have a Giorgiante design DNA watch, this watch checks all the boxes. Perpetual calendar, automatic, and of course it's a micro rotor to keep the watch as thin as possible. This watch is simply amazing. Last but not least, there are not much complication to explain. The Ultra, this watch is at, as I said, get ready for this, 1.8 millimeter. It at some angle, it kind of looks like it's thinner than the bracelet. The watch is amazing. I know there are people, you may make the comment saying, oh, there are other watches that's thinner, but I think its proportion is one of the most important things for an ultra thin watch. And Bulgari does it with tastefully. I think it's one of the only ultra thin watch that does not require any extra tools to set and to wind the watch. Now, to wind the watch, you can turn the wheels at 8 o'clock. You can see I'm winding it. And to set the watch, you just have to turn the wheel at 3 o'clock. Amazing, you can see all 8 pieces at the Canton Road Bulgari flagship store in the next few days. 2023, we have some new watches from Bulgari. In front of me, these are the 2 pieces that was recently launched at the Geneva Watch Days. These are carbon composite watches. They are existing complications. You have the perpetual calendar and the automatic, but Bulgari calls it carbon gold. Why is it called carbon gold? It's because they are combining this carbon fiber composite with gold color. You can see the case, the integrated bracelet, even the dial is in carbon, and then you have all the things decorated in rose gold color. Even the movement plate is done in a rose gold color scheme. The weight of the watches are amazing. I mean, I wish you could feel how light it feels. So if you're in town for the next couple of days, make sure you come over to the Canton Road Bulgari flagship store to have a touch and feel of these pieces. Again, very classic design, but with a very avant-garde material look, makes the watch feels very, very different. And then we have this. Again, with a carbon case, integrated bracelet, dial with rose gold as a decorative color. Even the micro rotor, even though it's in platinum, but it's plated in a rose gold color to bring out that contrast. Another amazing piece at Bulgari is the Octo Roma Grand Sonnery Perpetual Calendar. In front of me, the watch is done also in the carbon composite, and they call it carbon gold, just like the previous pieces that I told you about. The watch is super light. It is in 44 millimeter in terms of diameter. You can see the watch is a high complication piece which has skeletonization movement, open works, perpetual calendar, moon phase, grand sonnery, petite sonnery, and perpetual calendar. You can see the watch is a combination of mechanical marvel and engineering all combined into one. Now, we have the pleasure to listen to the watch, and I'm going to get some help in activating the watch. Another brand new collection this year is the Octo Roma collection. In front of me, we have the 41mm automatic and the 42mm chronograph. They are both very classic design with a stainless steel case, stainless steel bracelet, automatic movement. Comes with various color of dial. We have a blue here, we have a gray, a black, and also a silver dial. While the chronograph is available in black or blue dial. Both watches has a very interesting quick release system on the bracelet, allowing you to disassemble the bracelet without any tools, just your fingertip, and you can replace it with a rubber strap, and that's it. You have a complete different look on the watch. The chronograph in black dial, as I said, it also has another one in blue dial, and you can see how the button is very integrated into the case. Also with the quick release, very well designed quick release system where you can just undo the bracelet, rubber strap with just one click, and that's it. You have a complete different look on the watch.